again.
With Versand.
Well, let's play.
Rock'n'roll is dead.
In fact, we're playing this game on Yuzu. Just because.
Yeah, we've been playing on Yuzu all this time.
Yes, this is not the
What
PC
do you say about
version.
that?
What if this game is actually Yuzu emulator in the hood?
It's repackaged, huh? Oh, look, this ambience.
Oh.
We are done here. You can move somewhere. Finish everything you could.
Hold on, I'll be back.
What? Why? Why?
We can look at a chord work or to do.
I don't need to do that.
You sure? We need to talk to Chingzi, but Dario's not here.
Look, it's the same shit. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Why is she everywhere and why is it always the same?
Now we found
This is new.
But Dario's not here.
It's the curse! The curse! The curse of LizardTaro. You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your own business, Rhea.
Ah! Ouch! What's all this about a curse?
LizardTaro's gonna curse us. Oh, let's just stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say.
Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions?
Huh?
Aviation Ripperdoors. Say hello to me as Tectonic Voice.
Oh my god.
You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that.
The same goes for my bracelet.
Wow.
Sorry. I promise I won't do it again.
Tisk! You almost kidnapped my sweet little widget.
The big jerk.
I'm sorry.
I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened.
I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal widget?
Aviation Ripperdoors.
Yikes.
Fire in the hole.
Mercy on me soul. I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins.
Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean?
Aviation Ripperdoors.
Glad
Fire in the
you
hole.
asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gun at this.
What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me.
Wait, isn't this the
None other
one?
than the Azuki Kozo. Robbed from the rich to give to the poor, he did.
Is this the thing we
stupid
found?
TV. Anyways.
Is the thing we found in the?
Now you can watch him.
Is this the thing we found in the dungeon?
And he'd leave one of these figures at the scene of the crime. What's
Has the
more,
same shape.
I'm his grandson, cause he was my grandpappy.
Wow, that makes sense. Like,
Robert.
you know, you're also your father's son because your father is your father?
Wait.
Wow, you don't say. Oh, great.
Thieves' honor, it's the honest truth. The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scrapping together in the dead o' night.
The sloshing sound of the cum in your balls.
Oh, Splatoon. Oh, wait.
Aviation Ripperdoors. Take stuff from rich and give it to the poor. Problem solved. But there
It's the
comes
magical
capitalism.
sound of
Take to poor
dirty
to the
money
rich.
getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money, giver out of wealth, reborn.
Carry 0294.
What the
Hey
fuck?
guys.
Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit.
Carry
Second figure looks
0294.
familiar.
Grinning face with big eyes.
Yes, it looks just like that old dusty figure we found in the
Aviation
Forbidden
Ripper doors. Hello, Carry
Chamber
0294.
Figure updated in the cord.
Hello,
Ripper.
Kyra. Welcome to the stream. Hey! And welcome, Aviation Ripper Doors. Also, welcome to the stream.
Actually,
What are you
did
doing with that there figure?
Carry 0294. Hey, Aviation.
I said. What are you doing with that there figure? I said that.
Did you actually change the name?
No.
Yes, didn't you hear it in the beginning?
Oh, okay.
It was like.
We found it in the Forbidden Chamber.
Said it
I
my
don't know,
name.
Sometimes you
That's good.
click it and it doesn't change. That's why I'm asking. Looks like it's been there practically forever.
Carry 0294. Hey, Dario,
Me and
smiling
my
face with smiling eyes and
grandpappy
rosy
broke
cheeks,
into
red
the
heart.
Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's a treasure in that there chamber.
Treasure?
Do-da-day! New level unlocked!
What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber?
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Aviation Ripper doors. So much for favorite YouTuber. Sweat intense.
There's something amazing in there? Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't, by chance, already steal it, did he?
Seeing how there was one of his figures in there, that just might be. Hey, that's Grandpappy for ya. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor.
Oh, of course. Because he was so riotous. In court, you mentioned seeing LizardTaro near the scene of the crime.
Sorry I didn't come clean
Aviation
right
Ripper
away,
doors.
but
Mad
that-
Bomber. Party of one.
But them superstitions got me better of me.
People of Ninetales Valley sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing LizardTaro.
Darn right! The superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you. That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on.
So you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale?
Yep, I'm gonna keep living right here and keep the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like a rule book to me.
Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales?
Ain't you been listening to a word I said?
You're going to do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney. Let's see.
Do not tell us if you see him.
already, you know.
Well, always said
Maybe he
he's
already gazed upon LizardTaro and he already told us that he saw him, right?
Yes, do it. There's no punishment.
Aviation
anyway.
Ripper doors. PSRJ
It's clearly written right
1748
here, knowing the
2446.
Superstitions would cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it: your immediate departure from the village.
Eh? Ah!
Ugh.
So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now.
Ah!
I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch. Unlocked. You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you?
Sir, but I didn't have no choice.
So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing LizardTaro?
It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told
Aviation
me not to say
Ripper
a
doors.
word about seeing
Mr. Clean.
LizardTaro. Said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen.
So it was Mr. Elbel who muzzled you? Why would Mr. Elbel want to scare you into silence?
Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of that rumor. The one about her being possessed.
That rumor again.
I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about the possession rumor.
Ouch! Hey, watch it! Village superstition stolen by Phineas Filch.
I'll be taking this back out. Kind of like family to me.
You could have just asked instead of stealing it.
Is that all we wanted to ask, Mr. Filch?
Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. LizardTaro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass.
Anarachu.
ask you about
Nuts and
this?
bolts.
Oh, Dad. Right.
What, does it ring a bell?
Well, I think I read this one. It's ringing around. I humbly accept. Yes, I read this.
So your grandfather was a famous thief?
That's right. He stole the rich to give to the poor. Just like your Robin Hood. But in these parts, he's known as Hazuki Kozo. He washes his loot clean before handing it out to the poor.
It's hard to imagine Mr. Filch has such noble intentions. I bet he was planning on keeping my bracelet for himself.
And
Right,
queen.
right.
I wish you could see if you already had this text or but you can't. Just show everything, lol.
Nah.
Normally the thing is telling you what you need to show.
Happy
She didn't
user.
talk to Chingsy. Where's Chingsy anyway?
I'm just standing here.
Did I do that?
I was shocked to hear a demon appeared at your trial.
You were shocked? I was the one questioning him.
She would have caught me, and
Really? You would have come to my rescue?
with a demon like that, your tightrope style of defense, and my magic tricks, we would have had it all. We could have been the three great illusions. The audience would have been in the palm of our hand.
I'd settle for convincing the judge with some solid evidence.
It's everyone's favorite, Trucy's 2 cents. Go ahead, ask me anything.
My client has turned into a demon. I don't know what he's thinking, and I have no idea what to do.
I think this counts for placing yourself in the other person's shoes. In other words, think of what it's like to be a demon. That should be easy for you, Polly.
Right, okay, here it goes.
Man!
Oh!
Return to the black pit from whence you were spawned!
It ain't easy being a demon, that's for sure.
Did we do
Check
that?
it out.
Well, I remember this. He did the trick when we. Now we need to talk again.
Now, Tenmar, your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence.
Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenmar, you've returned.
Yes, well, Chingsy came by to apply a new charm onto my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me.
It's a relief. Maybe you'll actually get somewhere this time.
So what can I do for you today?
We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie's possessed.
Ah,
She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh? What?
come on. Oh, God, I hate this. No match is this rotting charm for me.
Well, that was better than last time at least. Oh, the charm!
Tenmar Taro's back.
Those foolish mortals, they shall regret blaming the child for my doings.
Arg, I blew it! I blew it! That question brought that yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. We'd like to ask you about something your aide Florent Elbal mentioned. Did you know Jinxie's rumored to be possessed?
I know not of what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Tenma-Taro, demon lord of the yokai, protects a mere mortal? Ka. No affection do I possess for your ways of humans. I hate humans.
Please, you already proved there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name.
But I have already told you I know not of what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him.
It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence.
Hey, Apollo, I think I've got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it.
Really?
Sure! I should be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thing.
Oh,
Knock yourself out then. Oh, Athena's really something.
wahoo!
You can really count on her when it counts. The real story.
The real story?
Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism.
What is that?
Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking?
Yes, I believe she's exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job in Nine-Tails Vale?
When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it! A lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level.
So then the Tenma-Taro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie?
Sleepwalking, eh? It will indeed explain the matter.
Look, Tenma-Taro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body.
Wow.
Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma?
Very well. At least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you.
Wow.
Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinx have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt. No doubt.
I knew it!
Doubt. You suspect Florent is behind all this. But why? Did he really want Nine-Tails Vale that badly? Oh,
Can you think
yeah.
of any reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenma-Taro for a spell. Ah, could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenma-Taro.
It's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Tenma-Taro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. As a superstition warns, you must not gaze upon him nor free him from his prison.
But how can people actually believe that?
Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenma-Taro thing now.
Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. Elbal.
No, please, no.
Your dinner is ready, your malevolence.
Ah, an offering to Demon King. You may place it right there.
The kitchen crew put their heart and soul into making it.
Did they now? Should happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time.
Lol.
Ka 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 ka.
Man, what a goofy
Yes,
character.
malevolence. I remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Florent Elbal next? Now that we know the truth, he won't be able to claim that the Tenma-Taro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore.
The real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him?
Well, didn't he
Simple.
lost
You
his cream, his hand cream?
It's creamy cream.
Aviation Ripperdoors.
Okay.
Dual Destinies
Now,
OSD. 125
let's
Floron El Bell.
practice
Jesus
that
El Bell.
again, Fuji, from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the town of crime. And when we heard of a scream, heck! What was that next part again? Ah!
You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 30th time, you know. Now, 100 times more and we're done. What on earth are they practicing?
Yeah, fake test.
Isn't it obvious?
Yes.
Oh, I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy.
How?
Whoop, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all this practice. Ah!
Unbelievable! What if you had sunned my outfit with those grubby paws of yours?
Man, look at that
my
face.
You call him adjusting my flower. Oh. Imagine these are your balls.
Right. Sounds painful.
Did Filch Bell's wallet just now?
Now he's rich.
Aviation
So what do you
Ripperdoors.
think they
El
are
Bell would
to
be have
this
French
time,
accent, I
Paul?
guess, and have a bit adult voice and darker voice.
Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? Phew, you peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me? Your confession to being the Tamataro imposter would be nice right about now.
Carry 0294. The way he messes with that
Taro's
flower
true
is just so
identity.
distracting.
Lol.
Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had, and about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tamataro. Filchy, you fool!
Ah!
I told you nothing good would come out of you running your mouth. So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. Albell? Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course. Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor.
Aviation
It also
Ripperdoors.
means she
The El
couldn't
Bell voice
have
is wrong. I suppose to have French
possibly
accent
been
and darker voice.
Tamataro. Interesting. But where are you going with this? Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tamataro. Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tamataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right. Hey!
I
couldn't
said
read that.
Tamataro was Jinxie, you fool!
I was... That's right. Mr. LaBelle even told me Tenmatara was a jinx. So why would he... Ah! Fucking dead.
Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times.
Ah!
So, have you been called to testify tomorrow? Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then. Oh, I'll be waiting with a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you. Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones.
What? I was sleeping. Must have been sweet colonial yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, did.
Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
I'm begging you to listen. I ain't got out for this thinking of a remembrance. I don't have to snooze a lot.
Keep quiet and do exactly as I say.
Me saying this loud.
No!
Aviation
Please,
Ripper voice.
anything further,
Bell has darker
listen.
voice and French accent.
Was a short lesson? Was it lesson?
There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him.
Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's
Turns out-
left now is that lie Jinxie told. We'd better go clear that up before tomorrow.
You think they're done questioning Jinxie?
Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms.
Really?
Then they bring us there. Isn't this great?
Oh, a cursed nine-tailed fox! The time for sun must own. My growth has been fostered over time. At least the vengeance will be mine. Arr, arr.
She must be possessed, sleepwalking again.
Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead.
On my forehead.
Ah. Ah! Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Oh, my charms must have fallen off again.
Phew! Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel.
Are they done questioning you, Jinxie?
Oh, and on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released.
Yeah, which one?
The one with the nine-tailed fox and the 10 Matara. It shows them dancing together.
Dancing? Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together?
It's a charm for rebuilding burned bridges.
Oh, right. For the municipal merger issue.
No, it's not for the demon lawyer and Ensomaniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in the court this morning.
We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate. It's what we lawyers... Ah!
No fighting!
Charm slapped again.
Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about.
Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
Like what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
And I opened the door and Papa and Older Man Kiwi were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair.
I knew it. She's holding something back.
Perceive. Oh no!
Okay.
Well, there's nothing in the face, I think.
Are you sure? She was stopping with her blinking. You know, her eyes were not moving at all.
But this is also blinking.
Yeah, now she's blinking, yes. And the next part she isn't. Look,
Yeah. But this is
look, she's staring right at me.
Very sure.
Ah! Don't shout like that, nearly scared the wits out of me. And don't stare at me like that either. It's creepy.
Guess that wasn't right. What?
Whoopsie.
It
It
was.
was like a normal thing. It was a normal thing.
No, maybe I should.
Well, so are you also blinking all the time? Yeah, I'm blinking all the time.
No, she stopped blinking here. Entirely. That's not natural at all.
Well, I also can stop blinking if I want to.
Well, then it must be something else, I guess.
Isn't this like I say? I can also stop blinking if I want to. Then I'll die after.
Let's look at her finger.
What?
See,
He
she
stops-
also stopped doing that. She's completely still.
Maybe this is the one now.
Die!
Guess not.
Stop!
Maybe it's vibrating or something. Oh. Maybe it must vibrate, then it works. If it's the line before that, or not.
Yeah, but now it starts vibrating. Oh wait, no, it doesn't.
You can tell if when it starts vibrating, maybe this is the thing, not
I guess so.
vibrations.
Well, now that is correct. You were very nervous when you said, "That's all he said," weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm.
Ah!
Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Temma say anything else to you?
It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else?
How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers.
Wow.
Success!
What you remember?
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific?
Or he fainted. He said, "Forgive me, my Jinxie. I killed Alderman Kyobi."
You said, what?
The mayor actually confessed to the crime.
He didn't mean it. He could have possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
Nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is the lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair.
Yeah, Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession?
I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer.
Why would the mayor confess like that?
Could he really have been dreaming or simply delirious?
Who knows, but I sure feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something!
I know. Well, let's see here. A lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem.
Major balls? Oh my god!
Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman Kyubi and Mayor Temma were the only people she saw in the Fox Chamber.
But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well.
Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation.
Our mystery person must have then fled the Fox Chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was LizardTaro.
But Papa and the Elderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else.
What's going on here? Abel's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how
he
did
does
hide
look pale. I mean, just look at him.
Did he just hide behind the folding screen or something?
Right.
Behind the folding
So
screen, I
just how
mean.
did he hide himself at the scene of the crime?
He didn't, really. He just fucked up.
Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten LizardTaro, Floor, and Abel.
Right. We'll get him with a legal exorcism, justice style.
Justice?
We continue.
No!
I mean, there was only like the folding screen or not. You could hide behind it or something.
Maybe he hid
Behind?
your bad peon.
Yeah. Like, remember, maybe behind the door because this tanuki was smashed. We don't know why it was smashed.
Smash! Oh yeah, by
Maybe
the way,
played
I
too much
got a
Smash
letter
Bros.
from the military today.
Oh no.
But guess what?
When will it
It
happen?
wasn't anything about the thing. Instead, it's
Wow.
just that obligatory shooting that I have to do every year.
Ah.
So
Wow.
it's still nothing.
So we need to go twice or what? For the shooting and...
What is now in session?
All
All
rise.
rise.
All rise! Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice Defense Team Leader is ready, Your Honor.
Athena Sykes, Assistant Defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Just super or whatever.
The shipper is Everest in French, no less. And the prosecution.
Carry 0294. Court is in session.
Right to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it.
Looks like the judge is really bringing it today.
Probably realized how Blackpool played him. That was one mean game of Simon Says.
Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend his honor today.
Your baldness. It's plain to see
Anna
that
Chu.
you've all
I saw
been
today
dreaming
shipping art of
delivering
Athena
an
and
epic
Blackwell.
Opening statement.
I have? I don't know if I'd say that.
Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you have been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. One thing you could not possess!
The crown jewels? The crown balls of the court?
Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse?
Oh, so you don't mind if I do it then?
I'll make a special exception. Just this once.
Here we go again.
Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. Ahem! In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim Ultimate Rex QB was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex QB's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him.
Red screen.
The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light, and the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room.
Ergo?
We must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Yeah! Did I say something wrong?
That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time.
Oh, hee. One more thing to boast about to my grandchild. Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events. Oh then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify.
The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of an explanation?
The feathers and drags and those left by the mayor while he was possessed.
That was but an act to protect his daughter.
Oh! Yes, of course. I had suspected as much. Wait, did you actually believe that mayor's award-winning performance?
His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence.
Shipping out of Athena and Blackwell? Seriously?
Are you
What?
Ship? What ship?
No, that's what Anera said.
Oh my
Damn.
god. Ergo, that true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manners made Jinxie Tenma. I mean, that's my reaction. Look at his eyes, Quills. Like,
Damn.
that's my reaction of watching that shipping.
Well, I would rather ship Blackwell with the judge now. You know, the judge is probably a very good
Anira
guild.
2. Yes, was on my TL today.
Objection! What, you object to my guild? The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture.
Huh. Would you care to some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that the little scam is the one behind the Tenmataro farce.
Witness testimony? I bet he means Filch and that creep Albert.
Carry 0294. That's just nightmare fuel.
Bailiff! Would you bring in the first witness?
Bailiff! Bailiff! Again?
Why not?
Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
Been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine.
Indeed, you managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs this week. Bless you.
Thanks. Like those amateurs could have ever nabbed me.
Anira 2. Gesundheit.
Thanks, Anura. Perhaps we should shackle you by the
Carry
neck.
0294.
That would keep
Bless you.
in place. Thanks.
Well, my timeline today, I saw lots of Q-Taro art because, you know,
Damn.
it's his birthday.
No, please! I'm liable to rip my own head off it if I start running. Your statement. Now. Yes, sir. Mr. Blackheart, sir.
May be the hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give-up-easy type. Oh, then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
Testimony.
Testicles.
Tenmataro is really that little maid cow. I ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Tenmataro I saw was just a little thing about her size.
Oh, guess he practiced those lines, those statements.
But the little runt had a big old staff I seen when she came into the fire. Betcha she stole it from the forbidden chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it for the wallop on me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it.
So, Tenmataro was short in stature. And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along.
You betcha. Besides, all the rest of the manners were that taller than her. Fading height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Tenmataro impersonator was walking on their knees?
Lol.
There are no knee walkings. I seen it myself.
Oh, then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all.
All monsters are not, but tricks either the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things?
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was
Ghost
simply the
Q-Taro.
janitor.
Yeah, Q-Taro is now a janitor in jail.
Well,
oh my
right.
god, note that down for the next Gardic phone, please. PM.
Why me?
Or,
Why not Dario?
well, or you do it, Dario.
Do it,
Don't you
Dario.
have a pen and paper?
What?
I have
Don't you have a pen and paper?
Ho,
Ooh,
ho,
me?
ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
I've only a
Peter
stift,
Blackwell
man.
just gave up the ghost, literally! Ho, ho, ho!
I possess only a pen, but not a paper.
The janitor's devilly complexion and all white Artar are no doubt partially.
Hi, Mom.
He is talking about Q-Taro, it's so obvious, oh my god. It's Q-Taro.
That and the fact
Hey, your
that
mom.
he constantly
What's your mom
mutters
doing?
about taking vengeance for this or that.
Well, okay, that's not Q-Taro, I guess. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. The defense by no cross, examine the witness.
But isn't that your car ghost? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure.
The yokai is Jinx.
Tenmatar is really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it.
How does he know? I mean,
Mr. Fuchs, you and Mr. Elbel mentioned something about a practice yesterday. Do you deny the so-called lesson was about what you were supposed to say in court?
No, you got it all wrong.
Then could you tell the court exactly what sort of lesson it was?
It was, what was it again? Yeah. Oh, no, I remember. Math. You know, number and stuff. Hey.
He's completely under Blackpool's control too.
Anyway, that Tenmatara was the little maid gal, so what's the difference? Anyway,
okay, it's
I
not.
really gotta go. I mean, the
Where?
Tenmataro I saw was just a little thing about her size. I'll be back.
Huh? What? Where?
Where?
I take it you got a good look at how tall the Tenmataro impersonator was? Where's he going?
I don't know. Just should I voice him or I don't know.
You betcha. I got a habit of sizing people up. I can even give you a primer on how to pull it off under the table notch. I got a knack for figuring out where people's pockets are and how much money they have. I size them real good before I relieve them of their valuables.
Just admitted to being a pickpocket right here in court.
Does the witness rule that this Tenmataro entered the foyer?
Downright I do. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer.
Well, you're not going to brush it all off by claiming the perp was short.
You must have hit a raw nerve, cause you ain't that tall yourself.
Look who's talking, mister. I've got to stand on a box just to testify. Anyway, Mr. Filch, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say the Tenmataro you saw had a staff?
Cause my heart hoped to die. I know, cause it went a jingle and a jangle.
Where do you suppose that staff came from?
The staff, you say? Well, betcha she stole it from the forbidden chamber after stumbling on the crime scene.
I suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tamba entered the Forbidden Chamber to get one.
Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that in the manor, so it had to be the forbidden chamber.
Oh really? The stench of Elbel is thick in the air today.
Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber after the incident. Then she took the staff and tried to cover up her actions by pretending to be Tenmataro. I guess that's what Fish is trying to say.
Could Jinxie have even entered the Forbidden Chamber if she wanted to?
Yes, one thing I was wondering about. Why did the yokai have a staff in the first place?
Well, I've got my hunches about that. She was gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation, I just know it.
Wallop you? And why would the so-called yokai want to do that?
That little mate girl never did like me. She
was always high in tails when you come round and she sticks
Yeah,
these
well,
weird
man.
papers on my noggin. Fuck. I am the voice actor,
Probably
not you.
thinks of him as the dreaded Tanuki monster of Kyuubi Manor or something.
We need to prove that Jinxie isn't Tenmataro, but I've no idea how we're going to do that.
All we have to do is prove that it was impossible for Jinxie to turn into Tamataro. And that might be easier than you think.
Really?
Now see our chance. Our chance to expose the real Tamataro for all to see.
Impossible.
Tenmataro's really. Ah!
Carry 0294. Prop that TV as usual, lol.
The key that the mayor took.
Carry
from the
0294.
swallowed.
Probably.
It's only one of its kind. What do they mean by swallowing, actually? Did he literally swallow it?
Could be. I
Yeah,
mean,
eating. Mhm.
Yeah, then, you know, it's impossible. She couldn't have entered the forbidden chamber then,
yeah.
I guess.
Objection!
It would seem that Tamataro was, in fact, not this innocent little girl.
Huh? How did you figure that?
You claim that Tamataro you saw had one of those staves from the forbidden chambers. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one.
Can't you elaborate, Mr. Justice?
Yes. The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the forbidden chamber.
So did they shit it out?
Yeah, what the fuck? He shed it out or what? I don't,
Yeah, if he swallowed it, then yes.
I don't know, somehow this fact that he actually swallowed it went past me.
Oh shit. That's sort of thing about that thing.
What's this?
This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. It got vored, man! Vored! So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the forbidden chamber. In short, the Tamataro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma.
Look, they were standing on the box. Did you see that?
Yeah, because he's very short.
What? Now who does the defense believe was impersonating Tamataro?
Our Tamataro impersonator is none other than Mayor Tenma's aide.
Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is on the yokai we seek?
Yes, in fact, I can.
Well, let's see where the defense is going with this. This suggests please show us proof as to the
Your
true
Majesty.
identity of the Tamataro impersonator.
Isn't it this
That's-
hand cream?
Really
hand
blasted this
cream.
one. Oh my
We
word.
found it there. The
Oh
hand queen.
my word!
Retief Goosen putting for bogey.
Bogey.
We found this hand cream in the forbidden chamber, and we know that whoever was Tamataro took one of the staves out of there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
But Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner?
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence. It might tell us who it belongs to.
Wow.
Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well. I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results.
No need for that, your baldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day. You call Prosecutor Blackwell!
Could anyone be more whipped?
Fool bride, analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes. Your wish is my command!
Very well then. I guess we'll just wait right here.
3 minutes later.
What the fuck? Paper? It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete.
I hope there are any.
What do the results show?
What in the world?
They're Florinel Bell's prints, aren't they?
No, it's
This is absurd!
Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not going to like this, am I?
Don't tell me. They're Tamataro's prints.
Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to...
Apollo Justice!
Venus Filch.
What?
Objection!
Wait, what?
What? Then Mr. Albert wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber.
Objection!
Ah, why you tricksy little tanuki? Explain yourself now.
Oh, now he's properly pissed.
Sure, the prints are mine. I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. LaBelle after all.
So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
So what if I did? You got a pro with it? Ah! Ah! You fool of a tanuki. Tanuki Mario.
Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean?
Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber. Wait a second. Does this mean the Tembataro holding that staff was Phineas Filch?
Aviation Rifferdoors.
Another
Caution,
cat
the
out of
radio
the
station in a
bag.
few moments will not be our Greek, it will be German, and it will broadcast lies. Greeks, do not listen to it, our war will continue, and it will be continued until the final Vic.
I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
The witness will explain himself this instant.
Begging your
Carry
pardon,
0294.
Your
Raccoon
Honorship.
Mario?
But I was just doing what an alderman told me. He wanted me to be Tenmataro in the village of Exers and Ritual.
Oh, you mean that event at the Ninetales Vale Festival? So that was you inside the Tembataro costume?
Yep, and after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers.
So you didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match?
That's when I looked at the Tenmataro costume. I got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. Because of this superstition, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word.
Oh, let's use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible.
Why did you want to enter the Forbidden
Chino
Chamber
trying
in the
to
first
end this
place?
hole with a double.
Cause of the treasures there. That was the big chance to sneak in and nab it.
Nab it? Treasure?
Tryon can taste an eagle here.
Try it.
Only that is the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
He went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it?
Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson.
Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in.
I could through the air vent in the foyer. The vent's left on the alderman's picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole. Used that key to get into the air duct and then lead straight to the Forbidden Chamber. I did.
You what?
Well, how is that even possible? Wait a sec. Remember that air vent in the Forbidden Chamber? So Mr. Fish found a way to get into that air duct.
Damn.
And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent?
So Tembataro was nothing more than a cat burglar, or rather, a tanuki burglar, and we're back to being without anyone to charge with the other man's murder.
Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker.
Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer?
I got out of that costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point.
And where's that costume now?
Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if I never find it. The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor.
What if it was tossed outside the manor? Ah. No way! But maybe, just maybe.
Mr. Justice,
The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well gone, Mr. Justice.
Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here?
What? The window. The right window there. That thing, yeah.
But, isn't this the lower part of the map?
Wait,
But you,
they always said on a cliff, you're on a cliff or something. Didn't it say on
Still
a
on-
cliff?
yeah, but I think
Something with
that
the
right
cliff.
part is the cliff, I think.
Okay then.
I don't even know how it looks like outside.
Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor.
You think I tested out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I go do something like that?
I can think of a few reasons.
Any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you.
You do?
This evidence proves you got rid of your LizardTaro costume through the window.
The attorney's badge, of course. See, because look, see on the picture there, you could use the window there and the camera wouldn't see it. So, there's that, I guess.
What did it? Is it about? How,
Aaron
did it
32.
throw it
It went off
outside?
the cliff? Aviation Ripper doors. I
Why
hope
would this
Raccoon
prove
Mario
that it threw
comes.
it outside? Would it be the other one?
Aaron 32. Had to switch to YouTube. Twitch is lagging.
I mean, it did show it before,
Bullshit.
but would that prove the diagram that it did throw it out of the window?
Aviation Ripper doors. Twitch was lagging?
Isn't it the hair that got stuck there, but it's about the amazing Ninetales mask and not
Yeah.
about the costume.
Isn't it the Zeitung then?
Aaron 32. Yeah,
Now,
for me
forget-
it was.
Will the diagram prove that it did throw it out of the window? I don't think so.
Captured on camera on 3:40 p.m.
Anarachu. It fine for
When
me.
did the kill
Aviation
happen,
Ripper doors.
actually?
Okay. Aaron 32. It lags sometimes.
It's probably not the diagram because diagram wouldn't prove that it did throw
I
it.
mean, when
or-
did he get killed? Do we have an autopsy report?
320.
Yeah, so maybe he took like 20 minutes to throw it away, you know?
So you'd say it's the paper, I guess.
Well, what would prove
I
that it
mean-
throw it? What's the proof?
I mean, that's the only
Starfish
proof
would
that he
prove
threw
it.
it. Because- Ah, that's... LizardTaro flying through the sky?
Also, isn't it time to swap?
When?
Maybe
pay a bit.
Wait. In,
5 minutes.
actually, 30 seconds.
No.
5 minutes. Okay, then play 30 seconds.
Because, if we want a full rotation, we need to swap swiftly.
But I played too long, man.
And just how does that prove Mr. Fish threw his costume out the window?
What if I don't want a full
Right, simple.
rotation?
It's not LizardTaro in the photo, it's the costume Mr. Filch threw out.
Oh, that's a crazy talk. You ain't serious, are ya?
There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window.
Aaron
meaning the
32.
manor's pretty high
Now,
up.
LOL.
The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of LizardTaro really was a flight of fancy.
Oh my, so that really never was a yokai.
Ah, I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume?
This more than proves the defense position.
McIntyre for a double
Jinxie
bogey.
Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting.
Silence!
Can't raise any objections for us
Aviation
to go
Ripper
back
doors.
there.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
None whatsoever.
Well?
Bitch. Time to swap?
But I need to go to the toilet real quick and also
I
make
also
myself
gotta
a
go
tea.
to the
You
toilet.
should find a
And I
fair
also
way with
go.
this.
Everyone.
When do you need to eat again, Dario?
Already
Didn't he
ate.
eat already?
Wow! He already nice
Anyway, it's Toilettenpause now. Toilettenpause.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Anirachu. Everyone goes toilet, even for the viewers. Aviation Ripper Doors. Party Popper R Balloon. Aviation Ripper Doors. Bro turned on PlayStation 3. Aaron 32. Yep, break time. Aviation Ripper Doors. It just me, you and Black Will.
None whatsoever.
Aaron 32. Now he turns on his GBA.
Windows 7. So is everyone here or?
No, I'm not here. I'm not.
I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki after I've dealt with this case.
We did it!
Silence!
We did it!
Good going. Now all we have to do is make Flora and El Ball take the stand.
Objection!
Uh-oh.
Shading the sword a bit early, are we not?
Huh?
Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt that this trickery little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber?
Probably the same way he got in. Through the chamber's air vent.
And what of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime?
Aaron 32. Only
It
the
would
real
suggest
OGs
that
know the Windows
Tanuki
7 startup sound.
Yeah. Exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection!
And the forbidden chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you are saying makes no sense, right?
Someone on the outside opened the door for you, isn't that right? Yeah, that's right. Mr. Blackjack, the door suddenly sprung right open.
Hold it!
sprung right open? Who was on the other side?
Didn't get a good look on account of the sun glare.
I got a reflection from my headline's fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark.
That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. And then the little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed in down the tunnel.
That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered.
But wait. We still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox chamber.
Objection!
Well, you little tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see accused pass out there? Nope. Only one there was the alderman, and he was dead at the doornail. Huh. If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to?
Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going.
Oh, don't tell me!
Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was the accused Damien Tenma.
Did he swallow the key?
Hold it! Hold it! Wait a second. There had to be somebody else besides Mayor Tenma there.
Why?
Really, and who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be...
Objection!
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
I didn't forget. I was just casting your attention to details.
Besides, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Enough, so many snackus.
Sorry, I guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena, we're definitely onto something here.
We are?
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Ah, not that insufferable.
Very well, the court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say. Mo's alibi no longer adds up.
Well, that has to be the Amazing Ninetales. No, it's Mr. Right. No, it's him.
What do you remember? What did he say again?
Why, that's the defendant's aide, Florinel Bell. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime?
True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. L. Bell at that time. In short, Mr. L. Bell's alibi has disappeared.
Oh!
Lord L. Bell's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea.
How many
He told
cats
me
do
he'd
we
buttoned
have?
his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch! Perjury's a serious crime, you know.
Oh, shucks. Mercy, Your Honorship, mercy. Ah! Fucking kill him.
I also said that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch
Aaron 32. Lots of cats in that bag.
was none other than Florinel Bell. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication.
I see we will take
Aaron
a 20-minute
32.
recess,
Lying under oath is a serious
Silence.
crime.
after which time we will see what Mr. Albert has to say for himself.
Silence.
Yeah.
Silence.
Yes!
Silence. Silence.
Yes! We are finally going to drag that slippery snake onto the stand.
Silence. Where's silence?
In the meantime, the prosecution will question Miss Albert about these new allegations.
Silence. No silence? Well, expecting
Aaron
that,
32.
but it didn't
That's why
come.
they make you swear to tell the truth before you testify.
It's you, Mr. Paper Mario.
Well, the problem is this is I don't know what country this takes place, but I'm pretty sure they don't
America.
swear
America.
before
because-
trial begins.
We did it, Apollo.
Because I'm pretty sure a lot of these characters would be in trouble.
You finally dragged Mr. Albert into court.
Yeah.
Hey, why the long face?
Aaron 32. Oh.
I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack.
Really are a very wild.
Aaron 32. Yeah, they'd be in jail.
Very fine. That mystery
I'll
figure who
stop.
opened the forbidden chamber for Mr. Filch
Wow.
had to have been Florida Albert.
I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though.
At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. Albert is up next, so chin up, Apollo.
Very long 20 minutes.
Der Angriff zeigt keine Wirkung.
Court is back in session. Our next witness is...
Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter.
It seems that the witness is predisposed at the moment.
Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise, remember that. My deepest apologies.
I mean, would you want a suit like this?
Aaron
that has,
32.
like, two
Core memory
phones on
unlocked.
on your shoulders.
No.
We need a patent for that, man. And we are rich.
What if instead
I
of
need-
what if instead of the phones are just two tablets?
Yeah, all I
Okay.
need is a Windows tablet.
So
This
instead
is
of two
Florida
phones,
Al-
it's just two Windows tablets on the shoulder.
Wow, that would be great. Then I could play Gartic Phone with anyone. You know,
Wow,
if
great.
I'm on the train or something, or on the plane, I'd just say, here you go, let's play some Gartic Phone.
And
This
I'm
is
like,
Florent Albert, personal aid to Mayor Tenma. Or should I say, the accused? Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible.
your baldness.
All right, Mr. Fish testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand.
To think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Well, I'm not. So may I go now? I have very important matters to attend.
Objection!
I don't think so, Mr. Albert. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed?
Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Okay.
Fine. The truth is, I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry!
Yeah.
You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Ugh. Pff, peasant! How dare you accuse me? Ah!
Stop starting and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence!
No!
Uh-oh. Doesn't silence mean...
What do you want,
Enough
black
jabbering.
person?
Swords
I
have
mean, black
been
hair
drawn. The
person.
time for talk is past.
He's white and black, man.
Swords? What swords?
This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in your hands. Be gone, you cowardly heart! The battlefield had no place for you.
Again? Oh my.
Sperry, please!
So much for sturdier shackles. Arg!
Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll in this day.
This gives keeping your head on in the court a whole new meaning.
Right.
Also, I look very derpy again. Very goofy.
Will the witness please deliver the accused death kneel? You know of what I speak.
Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. Into his anus. Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the research.
Aaron 32. They need to seriously invest in better shackles.
And he believed me.
I rushed right over to the
Ich setz
first
Absorber ein.
when I heard little Jinxie scream. What? Then, drum roll, please. Well, that was not the sound I was looking for. I saw Mayor Tenma opening the forbidden chamber doors. But
There you have it.
It's all
The mystery
testimony.
man who opened a chamber door, as witnessed by one Venus Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party.
oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime. Startling sounds bad. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie.
How can he know that? How can he... Didn't tell anyone.
That's right, the mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there.
Oh!
Heh.
He confessed!
But where's the proof? He has the proof. I mean...
Order! Order in the court! This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands.
There's a
Just so,
cross-examination.
and quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess.
How does he know, man?
I just love surprises, don't you?
Weird.
That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you.
No way! I don't believe Mr. Alba heard the mayor confess.
But is this really true? Did Mayor Temmer really confess?
It is indeed. During the last recess, I conferred with my mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
Oh, that testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions.
Isabel, yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense.
Yes, it seems our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. Mr. Bell, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
My, how rude. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession.
Yeah, man.
Look, I'm Luigi. Upon learning of her father's crime. Little Jinxie fled without ever noticing.
And there's Mario also. No way.
Yeah, green Mario and red ours.
Oreo.
Immediately after that, the mayor
That
came
reminds
to.
me of back then when I used to make different Marios. There's like Oreo and Pario.
Oh,
All
God.
of the alphabet had like a Mario.
So
version.
that's how you got your name, Dario. Oh wait. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
But wasn't that Jinxie at the phone? I mean, okay.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation.
Aaron 32. Haha. Aaron 32. Did you make a Dario too?
Oh! Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime.
Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court?
Once again, sorry. It's just, I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene. Arg, why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy?
We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty.
As a dead row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight, a time to yield, a time to live, and a time to die.
Arg, he's laying it on real thick now.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Okay.
What Albel saw. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession.
Hold it!
You claim that the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about that? Peasant! You wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True beauty is never wrong. It's not? No, beauty is carved deep in the DNA. That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong. I'm not following. These exquisite ears, like flowers in bloom. These eyes that shine like pearls. This hair like the finest silk. Nothing can corrupt the truth they told. Right.
The witness will hurry up and explain this truth of his. Specifically, what did Jinxie Tenma do upon hearing the confession?
Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me.
Hold it!
How did Miss Tamara appear to you? Oh, the poor little thing seemed positively heartbroken, all teary-eyed and whatnot. I couldn't help but shed a few tears myself after seeing her like that. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo!
He actually sympathized with Jinxie? Seems like an only human emotion for him.
Ha! Great. Yeah, because he's the only real monster we've seen so far, in looks and in character. The next thing I did was check my face in the mirror.
Mirror?
Checked your face? Why? To behold the beauty that is my sadness, why else?
Upon Apollo, I'm starting to lose all faith in humanity.
I know the feeling, but hang in there. At least keep faith in our client.
Let's keep this moving, shall we? So what happened next?
Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber.
Hold it!
He opened the forbidden chamber? But why would he do that?
Who knows? Maybe he wanted to free the demon, LizardTaro.
Objection!
The courtroom is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath.
Hello, Albel speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles. Now, where were we again?
You were going to tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the forbidden chamber.
Oh yes, of course.
Of
Yes,
course.
we will play Garlic Phone later. Hello, this is Albel. Good one, sir. You are an absolute riot. Okay, bye. You were saying?
Never mind. This is a waste of time. He's just going to tell more lies.
The witness will focus on his testimony, not his phone calls. Now tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the forbidden chamber.
Well, after that, as I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
Yeah, man.
What?
So trust.
What was Mr. Filch like at the time?
He was shouting, I can't see, it's the curse of LizardTaro. Then he took off running like a madman.
He must have been blinded by the sudden light flooding in.
Wrong.
What?
He set eyes upon me, and was thus blinded by my radiant beauty. So it was the curse of Lord Albert rather than LizardTaro? Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost criminal.
Smooth criminal.
The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. Now get on with your testimony.
Oh, forgive me, your
Aaron 32.
darkness.
Oh, please.
Let's see. Oh yes, I fled for dear life from LizardTaro and... In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
Hold it!
What?
So after you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, LizardTaro ran off toward the foyer.
Precisely! Oh. Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo?
Well, Jinxie also saw LizardTaro, right?
She did.
She said... Oh.
She said they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police.
Well, if Albel had fled down the hall where the phone is, Jinxie would have seen him when she was returning from making her call.
Oh, right.
And if she's... Oh, god damn it.
And if she saw him, she would have definitely asked him for help.
Right, it just doesn't make any sense. Time to review the evidence.
If we don't find some way to poke a hole in his testimony, Mayor Timber is good as guilty.
This is bad, very bad.
We need to find an inconsistency, a mistake, some kind of conflict.
It's all over if we can't find a flaw in the prosecution's case.
I was in the hallway. Oh, please.
Objection!
Calling the police.
Florida Bell, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. on earth do you mean?
Yes, care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice?
Shut the fuck up!
No!
How dare you!
If Mr. Albel had really fled down into the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Fitch in a Taro costume. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. Albel, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter.
Oh yes, the two would have crossed paths.
Right, except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there. Oh, my eyes, my beautiful eyes! Ha, not such a fabulous scent now, is it?
Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it?
Inside the Fox chamber, where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor, and that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you!
Foolish fop, a true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe within a sword of true Barrett.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side.
You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies are sickly sweet perfume.
Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him.
You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not, you deviant dandy? For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you were right there in the Fox chamber.
Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then. Seriously?
Clean.
You admit to being there in the Fox chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it.
Wow, you lied so many times.
I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself. Ah! You better explain yourself, Mr. Albel. Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that.
The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies. You moron!
I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left.
Wow.
I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the floating screen there. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
What?
Wow.
Behind this screen, why yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there.
Just so he could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness of the events rather than an actual third party.
This guy's as slippery as an eel, dog.
Eel dog? Eel dog?
Apollo, you think he's telling the truth?
Well, he was in the Fox chamber, so at least that much must be true.
The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness.
Ha! Well, great.
Word.
In the Fox chamber. I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder.
Hold it!
Why in the world would you enter that grisly crime scene? Why? Because I was very sick. Mayor Temba's suit, it what? It was designed personally by me.
What?
I was worried my work of art might get blood on it.
What?
This man clearly has his priorities in order. Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? Now where was I? Oh yes. So I entered the Fox chamber almost without thinking.
Wow. Man, this guy.
But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left.
Hold it!
Why didn't you enter right away? It ruined my designer shoes. Your shoes? Even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear. It sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated.
Objection! That's terrible! A man was dying and another injured, and you're worried about your shoes?
Silence!
Need I remind you, this is a court of law. We're not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette and the like of such trivial pursuits. The board game.
Well,
Ah!
Ugh. Now you listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it.
yes, well, I was there in the Fox chamber, but...
But?
What?
I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there.
Hold it! There was one.
Because he was about to comb. Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself? Oh my, so you do understand. I do? By hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty, which, for the sake of the universe,
Man?
is something I should never ever do. That's what you are thinking, right? I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity. Oh god. Egocentricity forming around the witness stand. Egocentricity.
We can deliberate his mental process another time. Get on with the testimony. Now!
Well, regarding the murder scene... What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying.
Hold it!
Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail? And what exactly would you like details about? Well, what I'd like to ask about is...
Oh, there's so many.
What do you remember about the yokai feathers and tracks? They resulted when LizardTaro exited the Forbidden Chamber. He came out in quite a rush, scattering feathers this way and that. Did you immediately know it was Mr. Filch? I did, and that's why I suggested we cook up our alibis together. And how did those practice sessions go? They were nearly the death of me. Filch has to be the worst student ever.
Hold it! I am not the worst student ever. I am a
He
hardworking
doesn't
man.
think he's done anything wrong, does he?
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider this statement to be of any importance?
Is it important?
Well,
It's probably not particularly important.
I mean, it was.
No, Your Honor. The witness may proceed. Alright then.
It's probably
I would
someone's.
just like to add that it was a terribly grisly scene, as I've described. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
Hold it! Wow.
The mayor had been knocked out by a blow to the head. Could he really have opened the forbidden chamber in that state? Well, it did seem difficult. He was all woozy and stumbling around as he opened it. It was such a heroic effort that I nearly started to cheer him on despite myself. I think the mayor needed medical attention more than a cheerleader.
Do you think he's telling the truth about being there in that room?
Well, I believe he was there. The question is, when did he enter?
You mean, did he enter that after Jinxie fled? Or was he there before the murder? If it's the latter, that would change everything.
Right, if he was there before the murder, that would make him a suspect.
How do we go about providing that? I mean, proving that.
Well, I guess we ask him about what happened there. Anyway, let's press him and see what kind of info we can extract from him.
Let's cross our fingers that he says or revealed something incriminating.
Smooth criminal? Yeah, go to smooth criminal again. Smooth criminal. The forbidden chamber.
Could you please describe the forbidden chamber at the time? It was shut tight until the mayor opened it. He's really trying to stress that it was the mayor who opened the forbidden chamber.
Test epic liar, he opened it himself.
Or if looks could kill, Albel would be toast. With beans.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of importance?
Is it
But
important?
it didn't say anything
Probably
special,
not
I mean.
particularly important. No, Your Honor. The witness may proceed. Alright then. I would just like to add that I am the most beautiful person on this planet.
Hold it!
You are
Hold it!
ugly.
How could you
ugly,
describe
ugly.
you're the most beautiful man in the world? Ah.
What?
Ah.
Controller dead again? Did the
What
controller die?
exactly would you like details about?
What? Oh wait. Maybe his controller is dying, lol.
Could you describe the state of the weapons that had been used?
Aaron
at the
32.
scene?
You may as well say Albel is as smooth and slimy as an eel with his alibi.
Wow.
The spear had been thrust all the way through the arse of Alderman QB. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenmer. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Alright, the statue. But why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the murder had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse, real inspiring.
Wait,
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider a statement to be of any importance?
Is it important?
Well, it sounds important.
I believe that to be extremely important. I request that it be added to the testimony. What? A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger.
Hold it!
What? Ugh. A token of goodwill. Are you referring to the fox and demon statue? Yes, the statue the other man allegedly... Ah! Oh no! I'm so
Power bank.
sorry, guys.
Power bank.
But my poor power bank has given out. The screen, you know, the screen comes on and the first thing I hear are loud farts. But anyways, my power bank is now back on. I connected it to the socket, you know. Yes, the statue the Ottoman allegedly used to strike back at Mayor Tender. The mayor trampled down municipal goodwill only to be clobbered by its symbol. It's quite ironic, don't you think? And that's when that symbol of goodwill was transformed into a symbol of conflict.
Actually, how does he know that that statue exists?
But
How does he know that he got clobbered?
And I was just saying,
Yeah.
it didn't say it was broken or something. It didn't
say-
say it was broken.
I mean, if he went in there after the murder, then the statue was already, you know,
Yeah.
broken.
This makes no sense.
And didn't he say it wasn't broken or something? Didn't he say he said nothing about it's broken?
Well, let's present.
I mean, how does he know?
Oh.
Okay,
that's
too late.
correct.
Okay. You got
Your
interrupted.
lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. Albaro. What possibly could
Can
you
go
mean?
on.
You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Heh. Something the matter? So, how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What?
Justice Dono, explain yourself and make it quick.
This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Temmer on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. Ew! The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. Albel, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form?
I didn't even skip this.
What do you mean, where? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the other man was murdered before it was broken. How dare you?
Mr. Justice, are you accusing a witness of some sort of crime?
Yes. Yes, I am. Florida Albao, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Kyubi. Order! Order!
Sir! You've been accused of murder! Do you have anything to say in your defense?
How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment of beauty?
Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico!
We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it.
Yeah, of course.
That would be way too easy.
Silence.
Of course, I was expecting that.
Enough of your silly
Aaron
games,
32.
Justice
Looks like they got him.
Dono. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. Which should be any moment now. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the older man. Ergo.
Aaron 32. Oh, of course, then this guy interrupts.
That's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman QB told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
Objection! Yeah, right. You wouldn't show your secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
It has?
Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scam statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber, she saw the alderman and the air collapse their end, and no one else.
Oh.
Dang it.
The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's courage session. Thus, Fleur LaBelle could not possibly have been in that locker room.
I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen El Bell?
The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your baldness?
It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection! Silence.
Lol.
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono.
But
Your baldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were not keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice.
A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma.
Oh!
Interrupted. What? Cow, cow, cow. Now as I say cow, not cow, goddammit. It would seem that my time has at hand.
Mayor Tenma?
Consular,
And there
there's
are two.
a matter to which
Caw.
you must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces.
Good counselor? Alright, he must mean me. Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head?
Bailiff! Don't just stand there, seize him!
It's no good! I can't restrain him!
I don't even see him.
He's not even there.
Ka, 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 ka. You know me in despair.
Aaron 32. Ken Caw
From
Caw.
Tenmataro, the demon lord of the yokai.
Mr. Justice! Do something!
Aaron 32. Caw Caw.
Please!
Since when am I responsible for court security?
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he's a yokai.
When you put it that way. Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world.
Huh. Unprecedented is absolutely more like.
Alright then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say Mr. LizardTaro. Your testimony, please.
I shall know speak of query collections most real courtesy of my host Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them, but once you shall. Ka.
And now it's time to
I hate this word.
Yes.
You put me in the worst spot. No, just kidding.
This is hit badly to the right.
Okay,
click
bit of a
now.
Gary McCord for EA.
EA.
Is the sound done? Man, stop your sound. Very conscious was Damien.
What are we writing?
The aim at the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear.
What are we writing?
One side, I, Tenma, ruler of demonkind.
What are we
And the
writing?
other one,
Aaron
my mortal
32,
enemy,
EA Sports.
the nine-tailed
EA
fox.
Sports.
Well,
What are we writing,
testimony.
bitch?
No words.
What are we writing, bitch?
So is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time?
Strange as may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness.
And the part about Tenma and the nine-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too. Tenma turned our heat and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
I call animal abuse, Your Honor.
What are we writing, bitch?
It would seem that the defendant recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollection are still a bit fuzzy. As if a whole dream had happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here.
Really? Oh, you mean...
Yeah, I can hear it, the discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event.
Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us again. Beep.
Wow. Nice computer you got here. Can I have it?
Very conscious
Aaron
was
32.
Damien there,
Someone call
amid the
ASPCA
darkness.
LOL.
Suddenly, two yokai did appear. One side, I, Tenma, ruler of demonkind.
Three emotions at once, damn.
The other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
But he was happy, apparently. I guess that is the unusual emotion.
Sounds like the mayor saw the same thing as what's shown on that scroll.
What's with those Tenmas and their yokai vision?
I think it's sweet how father and daughter can share something like that.
I don't think a shared nightmare really qualifies as sweet. Anyway, all I need to do is point out an unnatural reaction like last time.
Right, look for places where the emotion conflicts with the testimony. That conflict usually indicates a thought or emotion that is being suppressed.
So how does this thing pinpoint work again? I need to press LB and then...
And then you can choose it.
And then you can choose a
Okay.
thing.
LB? Which LB actually? The back button?
LB is the front one. LT.
Is that what you're choosing now?
Yes.
Got it!
When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking. Oh my god, the sound. Maybe that Tanuki died or something. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence.
Silence!
And there was light. I can go to heaven, finally. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise.
So this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. But what about the sudden light he described?
I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tamataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime.
What?
Mr. Mayor! Did the darkness that you were in happen to be here?
That he was in the chamber or not?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, there's not even any penalty, I think.
Penalty.
Doing the murder?
Mister.
Mr. Justice!
Well, since there's no punishment, I tried. Try this. I say because Lady was in there.
Mr. Justice! Take that!
The Forbidden Chamber? Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Tamataro you saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber statue.
Why, yes, that will explain it. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp.
But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Maybe I was seeing things just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai.
Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
Misremembered, you say? Let me think. I do believe I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was Batman. No, wait. The amazing Nine-Tails.
What? The amazing Nine-Tails?
At first, this is but a dream, a dot. Now, I, however, must figure to what we call it. It was the amazing Nine-Tails who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door. 60? Only 6?
I'm sorry I asked.
6,000.
Amazing nine-tails, but that was the victim, Alderman QB, right?
Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed?
Never mind that. This is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update.
Well, the consciousness was Damon there in the Forbidden Chamber. Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenma loomed overhead. Suddenly, the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. Amazing Nine-Tails had come to the rescue.
Oh. No, Daddy, no!
What do you suppose the amazing Ninetales was up to?
Good question. I bet he was up to fucking his ass. Could he have been trying to free the mayor from the Forbidden Chamber?
Why help an enemy like that? Wasn't he opposed to the mayor's murder plan?
Well, at least now we know why the room suddenly lit up.
Must have been a huge relief for the mayor. I mean, just thinking about being trapped in that pitch black room freaks me out.
But conscious was Damon there in the Forbidden Chamber. Amid the darkness, a mighty state of Tenma Tower loomed overheat. Suddenly the door opened and a shaft of light that pierced the gloom. The amazing Mr. Ninetales had come to the rescue. Would he be something unexpected? Would he be happy if he comes?
Yeah, but for some reason he's also sad there. That might be the emotion, I guess.
Well, doesn't look like there's any punishment or something.
There will be punishment.
Well, there's no Leicester man
For
or
bringing
bar.
up the wrong emotion, I have to penalize you, Mr. Justice.
When the amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within. You felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the faint cape of red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness, it explicitly washed over me, man. Now we have only 20
A cape of red?
Apollo, we've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left.
Mayor Tamar, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean?
I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence.
Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face.
Something this obvious could arise. When someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see.
Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process? Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction. Here comes justice!
Now I get punishment. But the consciousness was Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber. Wait, I don't need to press? No, wait, I don't need to press, goddammit. Amid the darkness, a mage shadow of Tenma Taro loomed overheat. Suddenly, the door did open and a shaft of light that pierced the gloom. The Mason Ninetales has come to the rescue.
Okay.
Oh, was he wearing a red cape? It still seems like his memory is really confused.
Yeah, that's because unlike data, memories are living, breathing things. Preconception, illusion, memory overlap, memory repression. Our memories are intimately tied to our psychology and emotions.
So this contradiction is somehow caused by an emotion?
I believe so. There's some deeper meaning here. Let's present some evidence. Maybe it will help jog his memory.
Evidence! Oh my god.
But he has no cape normally.
Yeah, he's not wearing a cape.
Penis. Oh man.
Oh, that sound is broken.
There's only possibility. We don't have as many evidence. So it's here again.
Oh wait, that was the sound from...
What? Oh my god. Yeah. Go to!
Oh, but is this the one?
Objection!
You said the amazing Ninetales' cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was Red Cape I saw, but...
Mayor Tenma. Does this cape look red to you?
Wait. Was he the cape? His hair or what? Oh, it kinda does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson. Either. Nevertheless. It's gonna all red now. Upon my liberation, something red did fill me as yet hazy feet of you. And I thought to myself, the amazing Ninetales is alright in a cape of red.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Apparently so, and I remember it now. It brings a great sadness upon me.
So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. It was his blood! Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory.
Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking?
Wasn't there this one thing full of blood? Or something?
I know, could it have been... Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this?
Do we even have this?
What is the color?
What?
Their color... Okay. Well, maybe look at the crime scene again.
The crime scene. Yeah, this one. Ooh.
The pool of blood or what? I don't know.
I know there was a thing full of blood, remember? But...
Yeah, it was the cloth, wasn't it?
This... Maybe we need to put this and then click on the... No, wait. But he is... Let's check everything again. Let's see. It can be this because there's nothing special. It can be this thing because it's fancy. It's also not this.
Yahoo!
Red club.
It's the balls. Oh my god, are
That
you
was
kidding
such
me?
a great sound out of context. Oh my god. I don't even know what context that was.
Are we present the crime photo? That's the only thing what he saw, you know?
Well, but there's also a clove.
See, look, red.
Not just... Yeah, no. If you get this here, it says... Bloody clove.
Yeah, that's the...
What more do you mock me?
Whoa,
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry.
Failure.
I feel I have no recollection of seeing such an item. It was the photo, maybe.
Mr. Right.
Must increase the spread of leaping before looking. Sorry.
Sorry. Youch, that was a human demon double punch.
I pull a thing of something that's red and could produce a feeling of sadness. And take a good look at the evidence again.
Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this? So what did you present, the statue or what?
Yeah, but here's also a clove on the photo. If you, but
Then
no.
present the photo. I mean, there's blood everywhere, so that thing is red.
Well, we can try everything, but you don't get punishment.
So yeah, present the photo. Something red that could produce a deep sadness.
It was my first day, but we don't get any punishment, so it's fine.
Could it be, Mr. Temel, that what you saw was the alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes, it was blood. Oh my god. It's all coming back to me, man. I mean, it's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was a dead man. Was lying behind the amazing Ninetales, the alderman's bloody body.
Info update. Fucking dead.
Wow, insane, man. Insane.
Fucking dead.
Do you like this picture?
Wow,
Yeah, next.
0. Everything is bye-bye.
His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now.
Does this mean the amazing Ninetales killed Alderman Q?
The Alderman was the amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work?
Maybe the guy that used the mask to look like him or something.
And then he threw it out of the window.
Damn.
Hey, I asked you first.
Well, Mr. Justice, you should know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence! Oh.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Boy, don't you think this is strange? The little scam has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said not about seeing the amazing Ninetales there.
Ugh, you just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Jinxie didn't see her bell there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then?
Did the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's?
No, I can't. Sorry, it's over.
What should I do now? Not just kidding. Explaining. Well, it's obvious you need to do something, otherwise nothing happens. Then the order is probably wrong of the things. You think it's yes, I can? Not just kidding. Let's say.
Yes, of course. I can't explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble.
Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head in if you fail to explain this.
What about a good old-fashioned penalty?
Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. Elbel was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. You also know that Mayor Temma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let's consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent Elbel and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Temma see the victim and her father, Mayor Temma?
Oh, very good question indeed, and I suppose you have an answer for us?
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong.
You think she could have mistaken Albel for the mayor?
Well, she did, and the question is, why did she do that?
Well, how about the explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent Albel was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Temma had testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has in fact misremembered the event, what could have made her do so?
Yeah, she got the rooms mixed up. Es would be. What?
Maybe he was disguised.
But how? How did it?
Don't ask me. How should I?
Well, it's probably not the last one. This makes no sense. The wrong room. I mean, there's only one room. Confused. So Tenma was the
yeah, I guess,
thing guy,
yes.
right? The
Probably
mayor.
was disguised as him. It's the only room.
But how?
Because
okay, there was this bloody.
I mean, doesn't he have like multiple hair colors?
Yeah. That
like maybe he was yellow.
Confusing.
Actually, wasn't he yellow haired in the intro?
He's normal. I think his normal hair
I don't
color.
remember anymore.
Look,
It was blonde.
Yeah. There you go. That's the expo. Look, see?
Well, it rule out this and this doesn't make no sense. Why would she be confused?
Whatever.
Can
just choose something.
What can we prove that it was disguised?
Your mom can prove. The figure Tenma saw was not her father.
Looks like it was Cohen.
Father!
It was Florent Elbel disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence!
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces.
Maybe the disguise completely hid his face?
I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
And if that was the sort of disguise, wouldn't have removed it?
Alright.
Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of?
I think I'll pass. Ah! Ah!
But he died? Huh.
Was it now wrong or not? Or it's just...
Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm not fine, am I?
Well, now that we have a little fairy tale out of the way, your baldness, your verdict, if you will.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
What's even left for me to do?
Apollo, remember what Mr. Rat always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down.
Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, it never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
A Russell mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. Mega dead. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
And what about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others? Can these facts turn things around? We got it all backwards.
Apollo?
I think
I'm gay.
we might have made a huge mistake.
Your balls, I see no further indulge them in their silly farce. The defense has no proof that they never did and never will.
Oh, then it seems I must announce my
Objection!
verdict.
Stop whining, bitch.
I do have proof.
Do you now?
Alright, but this better be good, Mr. Justice.
We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. Elbel for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume, or tell anyone about it in the first place? These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity.
The Mario.
So you're telling me he was the guy? Now...
Well, show the mask.
Write her inside.
Well...
Well, all our things are useless. I mean, we think for a moment.
Ah! Sonic Battle again.
Take that!
I turned into Titus there. What the absolute claptrap, poppycock, balderdash!
I've
You thought the Alderman was the amazing Ninetales.
Well, it's too late for that, Titus. She's
The
dead.
amazing Ninetales and the mayor was LizardTaro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the Alderman in his lust for Ninetales Vale. And was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards.
But the music.
Mayor Tenma wasn't LizardTaro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales.
Cure us.
I don't think he would have left his friends behind before their journey was complete.
You best explain yourself, Justice Dono.
The princess is here on the detention level.
And you from where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion.
Welcome to Under This Old House.
Now which way is up?
Jinxie, no doubt, knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales. But she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that Photoshop. You know, a new layer has been added with the mask.
Wow, great.
Even though unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent Elbel in disguise.
Silence.
Raccoon Mario. Hello.
The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in the physical build-up and voice. The little scam would have seen this difference.
Objection!
Remember, Mr. Elbel has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Okay, try this now, Dario. I'm not just kidding.
Silence.
Victory for now.
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
Aaron 32. It's true.
And by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. Abel entered the room where the mayor and aldermen were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold.
Hey, that's a video screenshot.
I am anime. That's when Mr. Elbel killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged, into the forbidden
Carry
chamber.
0294. I'm back on Twitch.
Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. Elbel then let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene.
So then... the person who said I killed Alderman QB was...
Yep, that was Florent Elbel in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence! Ha! This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Bitch, you're my bitch now. You fucking edgelord. Once Miss Tenma left the scene. Mr. Elbel, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber. So he could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber.
Oh, Oh, so the amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was...
Right, it
Carry
was Albel opening the
0294.
forbidden
Yeah, you
chamber.
asshole.
The second time Mr. Albel opened the door to the forbidden chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his LizardTaro disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. What a chaos. Yes, he did. He left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks. And gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. Albel then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the fox chamber.
I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense. Totally.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the fox chamber, Mr. Albel threw the mask out of the window and fled the room.
Silence!
For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant, the amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the money simple merger. That such individual could possibly be the amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the amazing Ninetales.
Ah, this is madness! No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot.
No one except the killer as insane as his plot, and I'd say Florent Albel more than qualifies.
Foolish mortal, it is at your own peril that you forgot where I am.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe just as soon as Mr. Albel is arrested. You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
Oh.
Who said hold it? Oh, it's him.
And
Oh, shit.
You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? But that's just...
So is he interrupting us?
And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind LizardTaro right here and now. What?
Really?
Why you will dare reveal the secret?
My good friend, the other man, told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions now, would it? The truth behind LizardTaro? What's he talking about? So, go ahead, say it. Say, I am the amazing Ninetales. I dare you.
Oh, here they don't
Objection!
make it larger.
Wait. Will somebody please explain what's going on here? Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind LizardTaro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstitions. And if the mayor admits to being the amazing Ninetales, you will expose the truth? Right, I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up.
Huh. So what now, Justice Dodo? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle.
Ah! I'll show you who's useless!
Apollo, don't you dare give up now!
I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. Albel's statement warranted a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case.
Oh, you do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. Abel. Is the defendant the amazing Ninetales or not?
Yes.
The amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind LizardTaro right here now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure.
Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here.
That's all I have to say. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere, but I don't even know where to start.
Since you don't have any proof that the mayor is the amazing Ninetales, then you just have to get him to admit it himself.
What if he admits that Albel is going to expose the secret behind LizardTaro? Ah, we are so close, I know it!
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Okay.
It's a pretty long case, you know, for being the second case.
Well, I feel like we're almost done, I feel.
The amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma.
Hold it!
This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the amazing Ninetales. I know you used his mask to create this illusion of a locked room murder.
Silence!
Huh, nothing more than an idle speculation. You've no evidence now, have you?
Objection!
Mr. Albel knows what this statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Oh.
Hold it! Ah! Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Alderman Kyubi. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, what's that? The Alderman's dead? Ah! Ah! Looks like the joke's on you, my sweaty little friend.
How do you mind if I wring his neck?
Wait in line, cause I'm going first. Temper, temper. Anyway. A mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense.
Hold it!
The only nonsense here in this court is you and your assertions. Tisk, tisk. Such anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart. Isn't this Goomba looking serene? Excuse me? Pfft, I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps this fragrance will help the blossom within you bloom. Ah! Ah! You liked that, didn't you?
Enough jabbering about blossoms and whatnot. Get on with your testimony before I slice you into a bouquet of cut flowers.
Oh dear, please excuse me. As I was saying, the assertion of our wilted attorney here is utter nonsense.
Okay.
But if he did admit to such nonsense...
Hold it!
You'd be arrested, wouldn't you? Yes, it's true. I would be sacrificed upon the altar of justice, despite my innocence.
But what a terrible loss that would be for the future of humankind's cosmetic needs. It is a tragedy that must be averted. Defend me if you understand this.
Silence!
The only terrible loss is the time wasted by your ceaseless yammering. If you would avert the tragedy awaiting you and the vixen visage of yours, then...
Yes, I know. Get on with my testimony. Anyhow, suffice to say, should the mayor admit to the defense's nonsense, I will make good on my threat and I will expose the truth behind Taro right here and now.
Hold it!
And just how did you learn of this so-called truth behind Taro?
Adam and Kyubi told me all about it. The secret of the Forbidden Chamber and the truth behind Taro.
Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. Bell?
Because of the Alderman's wife. I was looking after her while she was hospitalized. He appreciated so much. He shared the secrets with me.
Oh. Wait, did he threaten the Alderman in addition to the mayor?
Don't tell me that's how he learned how to open the Forbidden Chamber.
Needless to say, I'm not about revealing the truth behind Taro. And that would bring ruin upon Nine-Tails Vale, just as the superstitions say.
Hold
it! Do not gaze upon Taro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say?
Exactly. Telling others what Taro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place.
And ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth?
Bingo! And that truth is Taro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole battle over Nine-Tails Vale is all about.
Taro is a great fortune? Come to think of it.
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Could Taro actually be Mayor Tenma, Forbidden Chamber treasure?
The balls.
Well, there's no penalty if you look at it.
Actually, there will be a penalty. Penalty kick!
Well, the first wouldn't make sense. There would be the fox and the 10. I tried this because I believe.
I guess the Forbidden Chamber treasure? I mean, that's the only thing.
Telling the villagers that Taro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time.
Well. It seems our Ash attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed.
Mayor Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do.
Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Taro exists. That's why the secret must be protected.
As long as Taro exists, huh? Mr. Bell, please add that statement to your testimony.
Tragedy is doomed to repeat as long as Taro exists.
Hold it!
So in other words, tragedy wouldn't occur at all if there were no Taro.
Yes, I suppose so, but that's wishful. Mr. Bell, yes. You don't say.
As long as Taro exists, huh?
How's the mayor supposed to admit to a secret identity
Oh, look at that
now?
red screen.
Well, we have to find a way to make him say it, or our entire case unravels. There must be a hole in Elbel's testimony somewhere.
Oh, there you go. That's the thing, right? The test. Oh, not that
What
one.
thing?
Not that one.
Didn't hear you. Tell.
The last.
What do you want to say again?
The last statement.
Hold it!
Hey, what are you doing?
I mispressed. I was thinking what?
You failed! I mean, that figure. Show that figure. I think. That's what you need to show it. Right?
Don't, press it? Ah.
Not this. The other one.
LizardTaro.
No, the treasure.
Yeah, no, but we'll check first before I do anything. And you say this, man?
Yes. Star. Yes, I think it's this.
Well, if you.
Objection!
There. Okay.
Mr. Elbel, what if Tamataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Tamataro no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tamataro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Tamataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature.
We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes. Are you suggesting that Tamataro has been stolen? Yep, Phineas Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit. And by that hideous, moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. No! My beautiful golden Tamataro was. The greed inspired by Tamataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of tragedy will indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the elements revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. You must have spent speaking of Tamataro. For he said to me the gold ingot was gone. Oh.
Gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tamataro's true form?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tamataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale.
Whoopsie.
The return of that gold my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale. Land that would become Tenma Town. The craft village made me with greed that great fortune. Man slayed. Bitter was the greed-full battle. It was as if they were processed. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village. A curse of ruin. Those it was the yokai's Tamataro came to be.
So Tamataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away.
Huh. Fairy tale or not, Tamataro made quite a mess of things.
Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. All toasters toast toast. And the love of money is the root of all evil.
Manchester did bring the terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that LizardTaro, a monster just as terrible, had been created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for this little village to which we owe our very existence. LizardTaro would never seek to take over Ninetales Way in a merger.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history.
Mr. Mayor, now that we know Tenma no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
No! Don't do it! Please! No!
Okay.
Be gone, you demon! Oh. Now where was I? The golden lord of Yokai, the Mason Ninetales, is indeed me.
And that means... Jinxie.
Oh, she's here.
Yes!
The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapsed in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales' mask?
That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman Q that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
Oh, it was Florence' idea from the start. He had asked me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman.
These Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than Elbel's scheme.
Who is Rube Goldberg? You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster deception is true. Ka.
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB, but Florent Elbel did.
How dare you, peasant! No!
Silence.
I was expecting that actually.
Man. I think it's almost done. I feel like it's almost done.
Now, when do we stop? Never?
Huh. Justice Dono. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
But it was my penis in my hand.
Well,
What's this guy want now?
Arschloch. Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it were butter. But you have only blind guesses, a dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake.
Yes, you dare, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in the court of law.
Best the jurist says the man.
Guess it got cancelled.
Carry 0294. LOL, the innuendo there was obvious XD.
Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind.
This is the final battle. Justice Samurai must live and die by the sword. You will live or die by evidence you hold. By swift
Carry
play of
0294.
judgments and weights.
Apollo has a small dick what grinning face with squinting
Now
eyes.
present your conclusive evidence or you don't have any.
Oh crud. Do I have anything conclusive?
Yes.
Of course I do.
But if you have nothing, nothing happens. I mean...
Evidence? Oh, I have evidence.
Oh shit.
You do?
Of course. It's just the conclusive evidence we need too. I'm going to finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice.
What's this?
What's that?
Oh, my mind!
The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the amazing Ninetales. But as we know now, of course, we were way off. The amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, She mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. Albell asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Does any of the evidence found outside the crime scene provide any clues?
Well, we did find a hairpiece on the mask. So.
Wasn't it golden?
Yeah, exactly like his hair.
Well, it's probably not the hand cream. It would be it's the mask.
I mean,
why?
the guy that wears the mask doesn't have blonde hair, so.
Oh yeah.
A clue inside the mask? Oh, I know, the amazing Tails' mask. It was found washed up along the river. What sort of clue does that mask hold?
I think it was the hair. It was hair, actually.
What the hair? Not the patch?
I mean, can't you look at a court record what it was? There, see, white hair inside.
So it's the white hair?
Yeah, if it says there, then it is. What is this? Now it's like Persona almost.
And what about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to?
Mr. Justice!
Because he has blonde. He has blonde.
The white hair is Albell's. Oh right, that hair is Florent Albell's.
Oh my god, why did they make it so epic?
Now that's what I call
Carry 0294. MR right.
Now I'm wrong.
That was my brain fart. That was my brain fart. Oh, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court? Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. The mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. You originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Kyubi. Yes, but the amazing Ninetales, as we now know, is Mayor Tenma, so... That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent Albell. What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence!
It would appear your cup of grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not a white hair type. Because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection!
No.
Carry 0294. Yeah, he used his hair dye.
It's you who has made a fatal error.
What?
Remember where this mask was found? It washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this last piece of evidence will solve all of the remaining riddles.
This maybe?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Take that!
That's... Oh, what is that? This is Mr. Albell's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court will also recall that the amazing Ninetales' mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it.
Oh!
Raccoon Mario. Wonder why aviation rich Purdors wanted me to come earlier.
The pretty peacock-haired color is?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. Albell's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life expose. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer.
Silence!
A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we will get a match. Admit it!
Silence.
Florent Albell, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Kyubi. Can we finally see the breakdown? Ew! Ew! Peasant! How dare you! You profane my beauty! I'm going to exterminate you! My makeup! Oh my god. What is that?
Holy shit. Now he
Totally
became
different.
old. Now he's old.
Can we save now? Can we save now?
I don't know, this is all about...
Carry 0294.
Project
He's spraying perfume
Resolve.
everywhere, lol.
This is about... The sponsors are pulled out. About speaking... I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello, this is about... What? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me. $100 million? I'm finished. Washed up. Stick a fork at me. I'm done.
What the fuck?
This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackwell, defeated?
Shouldn't I save now or something? There's still the aftermath and... Can I now save the game?
No,
Can
now
I?
we finish it.
But people need to work tomorrow.
Well,
Oh, this is quite the unexpected
Carry
outcome.
0294. No
I
PM.
must send it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright.
Carry 0294.
wait, that was
Not
a
allowed.
compliment, right?
Oscar
Isn't
Beckler,
it-
what have you done with Florida Bell?
The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers currently tending to him with a sprinkler.
Well, great. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off?
Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as the Tenma Taro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma.
I see, but what I still can't comprehend is why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. Albert doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid.
LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love.
Oh, great.
Which is why he sought to gold with such voracity.
Too bad for him. Someone else had gotten to it first anyway.
I see, very well then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma
Silence. Oh, wait.
not guilty.
Woo!
What the fuck?
I love how the confetti instantly got removed once he said
Court is adjourned.
it was like destroy object.
Yes, because he has the power to destroy everything, I guess.
Can I now save the game?
Fuck, shut your mouth. We will finish this.
Okay, if you want.
That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming. Hehe, just got lucky, I guess.
But I saved just in case I need to show something.
You banished Tenma Taro from Ninetales Vale like you were some kind of exorcist.
There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. Albert didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment.
I was wondering about that too. But I have a hunch El Bell was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the amazing Ninetales' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the amazing Ninetales. Had El Bell succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the Alderman's murder, the rest of his popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. If the amazing Ninetales was just killed, he'd die a hero, but if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the murder that much easier. Right, then when the murder was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure.
What an insanely intricate plot.
And then he would find no money. Ka. I must act and job claiming my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
Why are you acting like LizardTaro again?
Let this be of concern to you.
Is that his fetish? How could it not concern you?
LizardTaro, be gone!
Jinxie, seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you.
Papa, you're finally back!
Yes, it would seem Temato is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore.
Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great?
Thank you for all you've done.
Fuck.
Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling?
This all thanks to you two. Too bad the amazing Ninetales will have to retire though.
Aw, how come?
Once everyone hears the amazing Ninetales, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. I'm a reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Say, now what you mention it, what's all this noise out there?
A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask, and to root for your return to the wrestling ring.
Rooting for me? But I thought it was nothing more than a malfacture in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are.
Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Jinxie.
Here, I think you'll be needing this.
Can I still save?
The attorney's badge.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's the mask, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This no way.
This disgusting white hairs on it. Ew.
Yeah, now he needs
Aviation Ripper-Doors. I think I missed out the El Bell breakdown.
Yes, you missed it.
Thank you.
Carry
Now
0294.
excuse me.
You did.
Don't want to keep my fans waiting.
Is that correct or wrong?
I'm pretty sure it is. Damn, he just changes his clothes like that.
Ninetales Vale forever!
Raccoon Mario. I'm here, Aviation Ripper-Doors.
I sure hope they can settle the problems between Temato
And there are
and
two.
Ninetales.
Suddenly it is a wrestling game.
Whale, goddammit.
Me too.
Actually,
Hashtag
now,
me too.
Carry
No,
0294.
actually,
Yeah, apparently
now-
he's magical, lol.
now he can. Kuro can put him in the game, in that wrestling game.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm sure they will be fine, after all. Blackmailers / killers behind bars and the merge is no longer an issue. Plus, the amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too.
And there are two. If only the
It's all
servers
because
weren't
we
down.
believed in our climb, just like you said.
Okay, people. Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving.
Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Damn.
Better keep eating, Paul. you might have to start looking up at
And
me.
who has to pay for it? Mr. Right?
I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not? It's face stuffing time.
Keep eating like that, and the only
Carry
direction you grow is
0294.
sideways.
How can you go that long without eating?
You're very funny. But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce.
Really? Oh, I can't wait to see this.
And now in the next...
Henry's hot. Just let them try to stick on me.
And now in the next episode, she's fucking fat.
Oh my god. Alright already, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldune's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know.
Wow, what a reference.
And with Mr. Right. Let's
Carry
go.
0294. Luo.
I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them. Well, what are we waiting for?
The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two.
What? He offered
Thanks,
it?
boss.
I thought he was like, huh? Huh?
I won't let you down.
Dina has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldune's noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man.
So 1 bowl would kill a girl, I guess.
That was our first case together. And it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. Ah! The first time it made itself known
Yep, that was
during the
that
murder
was the Dark Age.
at Femurs Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. The end.
I honored Jecht's last words and traveled to Zanarkand.
And look, it's even colored.
Woo! Alright guys, see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
At least we did a perfect case.